Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is lesson one from the English vocabulary in use book for upper intermediate level. Let's learn together the first lesson and then do the exercises to improve our general English.
A. What do you need to learn? Did you know that there are over 500,000 words in English, but that the average native speaker only uses about 5,000 in everyday speech? You already know many of those 5,000 words. This book will help you to learn many of those that you do not yet know, and it will help you to use them appropriately and accurately. B. What does knowing a new word mean? It is not enough just to know the meaning of a word. You also need to know
which words it is usually used with,
its grammatical characteristics,
how it is pronounced,
whether it is formal, informal, or neutral.
So when you learn a word, you should make sure that you
learn new words in phrases, not in isolation.
Notice how words commonly go together. These are called collocations and include adjectives and nouns. For example, rich vocabulary, classical music, common sense. Verbs and nouns. For example, to express an opinion, to take sides. Nouns in phrases. For example, in touch with, a train set, a sense of humour. Words and prepositions. For example, at a loss for words, in particular.
Notice special grammatical characteristics of new words. For example, note irregular verbs. For example, undertake, undertook, undertaken. Uncountable nouns. For example, luggage, or nouns that are only used in the plural. For example, scissors.
Notice any special pronunciation problems with new words.
Check if the word is particularly formal or informal in character. In other words, if it has a particular register.
C. How can you help yourself to memorize words?
Research suggests that some students find it easier to learn words if they A. learn them in groups, and B. make use of pictures, as shown here.
You can group words in any way you like. Topic, grammatical feature, word root, and so on. The unit titles in this book might give you some ideas.
D. How can you help yourself learn more words?
This book will help you to learn vocabulary in a systematic way. However, you can also help yourself to learn more words and expressions by reading and listening to as much English as possible. Here are some ideas about things you can read or listen to.
Websites, recipes, poetry, blogs, audiobooks, radio, for example, BBC World Service, films, magazines, TV, newspapers, fiction, tweets, podcasts, academic or professional literature, songs, sports reports, YouTube, reference material, dictionaries, encyclopedias, conversations with native speakers.
Okay, now that we have finished the first lesson, I will be also explaining some of them in Uzbek language, and then we talk about the exercise for this lesson. So let's take a look at it. As you can see here, the first lesson, right, it just tells you that how many words you need to know. On average, you need to know about 5,000 words, which is more than enough to be able to communicate in English properly. Demak aytganimizda ingliz tilida mutlaq yarim million, demak 500 mingdan ortiq so'z bo'lganiga qaramasdan, unda gaplashish uchun taxminan ravon va bemalol qiynalmasdan gaplashish uchun taxminan 5000 ta so'z bilsangiz yetadi. Endi eng haligi bir kundalik so'zlarni gaplash uchun aslan olganda 1000tacha ham yetadi, lekin biz tilda ravon gaplashmoqchimiz, qiynalmasdan so'zlarni ifodalab bermoqchimiz har xil sohalar bo'yicha. Shuning uchun taxminan 5000 ta bilgan yaxshi deyilyapti. Demak, upper intermediate'ga o'sha yetib kelgan odamni o'zi 5000 ta bilasiz deyapti bu yerda, lekin bu yerdagi mana bu keyingi 100 ta unit ichida yana taxminan 2000-2500 ta so'z o'rgansa bo'ladi. And demak, like a lot of words, like yeah, people, we also know that like the B section, lots of people think that I know many words, but I can't use them in my writing, in my speaking. The problem is that they just probably learned only translation, and that's the reason. When they learn, they do not check it. Take a look at the different word forms, just the sentences, example sentences, collocations which come with this word, and pronunciation. So they don't practice it, and how can they learn, right? Demak, aytganimizdek, hozir tushuntirganimdek, so'zni o'rganganda hech qachon alohida o'rganmaslik kerak va uni grammatika strukturalarini qanaqa aytilishini, demak, u formal so'zmi, ya'ni rasmiymi yoki bu ko'chada ishlatiladigan so'zlarga turga kiradimi, ya'ni so'zni qaysi turga kirishini va qaysi so'zlar bilan birga odatda kelishini o'rganish kerak. Shuning uchun so'zni o'rganayotganda doim collocation, ya'ni sherigi bilan o'rgangan yaxshi. Masalan, rich vocabulary, classical music, просто music classical o'rganmasdan classical music desak, bu yaxshi bo'ladi. Masalan, express opinion alohida o'rganmasdan to express an opinion. Shunga o'xshagan. Ya'ni har xil endi sherik so'zlar ham har xil bor. Masalan, sifat bilan ot birga qo'shilib kelishi mumkin. A wonderful, misol, building, person, misol. Verb noun bor, misol, noun in phrase shular bor. Endi so'zlarni yodlash usuli endi hamma har xil o'rganadi. Misol, ba'zi birlar grup bo'lganda o'rganadi. Masalan, birinchi lesson, mana bizda endi learning vocabulary ekan, lekin mana bu lesson, topic lessonlarga o'tsak, misol topic 6, mana weather topic. Weather deb turib o'sha tema bo'yicha so'zlarni o'rgansa osonroq tuyulishi ham mumkin. Ya'ni o'sha bir bo'lim tagida. Yoki mana bunday rasmlar orqali o'rgansa ham yaxshi o'rganadi. Endi ingliz tilini o'rganish usuli bu sistematik hisoblanadi. Hozir biz o'rganayotganimiz bir chekkadan ya'ni demak mavzular bo'yicha o'rganish ketma-ketligida. Lekin aslida mana buncha mana 20 dan 20 ga yaqin deymizmi, so'z o'rganish usullari bor ekan. Mana saytda ishlatayotganingizda, oddiy she'r o'qiyotganingizda, kimdir blogini kuzatayotganingizda yoki masalan podkast eshitayotganda, musiqa eshitganda ham so'z o'rganib ketsa bo'laverar ekan. Sizda yanadir boshqacha g'oyalar bo'lsa, uni ham suggest qilsangiz, bildirsangiz bo'ladi albatta. Mana exerciselarga let's take a look at. I will explain and then I will be like, I'm sorry here for some issues. So and then you will be guys like doing it yourself, okay? Like first lesson, demak, here are some aspects of grammar to be aware when learning a new vocabulary. Give 2 examples of words that reflect this aspect of grammar. Demak, har bir o'rganayotgan so'zimizda grammatik jihatdan xususiyatlarini bilish muhim hisoblanadi. I will now kind of, try to make it bigger, but I don't know, like something is wrong with my computer, that it's not like, yeah, now I think it's good. So, mana, a noun only used in plural. Demak, ko'plikda faqat ishlatiladigan otlarga misol keltiring deyapti. Mana bunga misol scissors, yana nima misol keltirsa yana bo'ladi. Masalan, shorts yoki trousers mana shimlar doim ko'plikda keladi, alohida ajratib bo'lmaydi misol. An uncountable noun, sanalmaydigan otlarga mana misol keltiring. Grammarni qanchalik bilishingizni sinab ko'ryapti. Misol bu nima bo'lishi mumkin? Advice, information. Irregular verb bilan menimcha hammamiz bilamiz. Misol teach, read, write. And a noun with irregular plural deyapti. Ya'ni ko'pligi boshqacha bo'lib ketadigan plural nounlar bor. Misol mouse, mice, food, feed, child, children, shunga o'xshagan. Endi mana bu yerda what aspect of pronunciation should you notice about the following words? Ya'ni pronunciation juda muhimda, ko'pchilik e'tibor bermaydi. Mana misol aytib ko'rishga harakat qilinglar mana bu so'zlarni. Keyin tekshiramiz mana. Subtle, catastrophe, chemistry, answer. Mana W silent bo'lib o'qiladi. Chemistry K deb o'qiladi. Mana bu yerda mana ikki xil o'qiladi. Record. Misol, ikkinchi syllablga urg'u tushganda bu fe'l bo'lib keladi. Bu zapis qilish. Mana hozir men zapis qilayotganimdek. Birinchisidan ot bo'lib keladi. O'sha zapis file, ot yoki biron bir o'shada zapis qilingan faylni aytiladi. Mana bunda syllable o'zgaradi. Mana photograph deganda birinchisida, photographer ikkinchisida, grapher da, keyin photographic uchinchisi tushadi. o'zgaraveradida holatga qarab. And now mana collocation, mana tekst ichidan o'rgangan yaxshi eng zo'ri. Demak, mana bu so'zlarni collocationiga moslar ekanmiz. Biz royal so'zi bilan qaysi keladi moslab. Mana bilishingizki mumkin royal palace, misol. O'sha qirollikdan o'sha saroyi. And we have here keyin aytganimizdek ingliz tilida so'z stillari bor. Misol ko'chada gapirsa bo'ladigan, formalniy rasmiy uchrashuvlarda gapirishga mo'ljallangan. Shu misol rasmiy uchrashuvda gapirishadigan so'zlarni ko'chada gapirsangiz g'alati tuyuladi yoki teskarisi o'rtog'inglar bilan gaplashadigan so'zlarni misol deylik direktor bilan yo bir muhim uchrashuvda, bir konferensiyada aytsangiz, ular ham g'alati tuyuladi shu. Mana misol to bug someone. Bu kimnidir jahlini chiqarish, annoy someone degani. Endi tasavvur qilingda, anaqa formalniy uchrashuvda like he bugged me deyapsizlar yoki people are bugged jahli chiqadi deb u noto'g'ri ishlatish bo'ladi. Yoki misol har kunda bo'lib turadigan narsani aytyapsiz o'rtog'ingizga, at 8 o'clock I alighted from the bus deb avtobus eshiklaridan chiqib keldim, misoldan tark etdim. Bu umuman to'g'ri kelmaydi. Ya'ni shuncha stilni joyiga qo'yib ishlatish muhim ingliz tilida. Shuncha ko'pchilikda xato bo'ladi. Men so'zni bilaman deydi, lekin to'g'ri ishlatishni bilmasa, uni foydadan ko'ra zarari ko'proq. Minor so'zi ham shu. Minor so'zi yosh inson degan ma'noda ham keladi, lekin u o'sha anaqada keladi, odatda crime temalarida, formalniy holatlarda keladi. Demak, now endi yana bir narsa, so'zni kategoriyalarga ajratishni ham o'rganishimiz kerak. Misol king, queen, prince, hammasi nima bu? Qirollikka oid so'zlar, bular royalty. O'shalarni ustirini yozinglar ekan. Mana misol noun, verb, adjective, adverb nima bu? Bu parts of speech, ya'ni so'z turkumlariga kiradigan narsa. Imkoni bo'lsa o'zingiz ham yonidan qo'shing deyapti. Nimani qo'shsa bo'ladi? Masalan, preposition qo'shsa bo'ladi, to'g'rimi? Bu yerda qobiliyati borlar mana rasm chizsin deyapti. Keyin if you guys have a new word, I really recommend that you learn with the definition. Mana misol men so'zni bilmayman, men yoki screwdriver bilmayman. Erinmasdan Cambridge yoki Oxford o'sha xalqaro tan olingan lug'atlarni ishlatamiz.
Screwdriver.
Mana screwdriver rasmiy ham turibdi. Demak, definitioni, pronunciationi
Screwdriver.
Tool for tuning screws consist of a handle joined to a metal rod shaped at the one end in the top of screw. Ya'ni kimdir endi sizlardan unaqa so'rasa, mana yana bitta so'z.
Drip.
Shuni definition berishga harakat qilinglar. Ma'nosini o'zingiz tushunib olsangiz bo'ladi. Mana drip, if a liquid drips, it falls in drops or you make it fall in drops. Ya'ni suyuqlik agar drip bo'lsa, deyapti. Dripni mana ma'nosini bilmasang ham tushunsa bo'ladi. It falls in drops. U tushib ketadi, drop, tomchi bo'lib tushadi. Значит, bu oqish ma'nosida kelyapti. Tomchilab, sizish desak ham bo'ladi o'zbek tilida. Water dripped down the wall. Demak, suv devordan sizib tushdi. Yoki she dripped the paint on the carpet. U gilamga, demak, bo'yoqni o'sha tomchilab tushib ketdi. Qo'lida muncha deylik cho'tkada demak tozalayotgan bo'lsa yoki bo'yayotgan bo'lsa tushib ketgan karpetga. Demak shu guys, exercise now let's do it, learn it and muhimi mana shu so'zlarni ishlatgan holda practice qilishni o'rganinglar. Albatta. So'zni yozinglar. As you can see, it takes more time to learn, but you remember it better. You can also qaysidir bir haftani bir kunini yoki bir kechki payt bir odat qolish kerak, like daily routine. 5 minut ajratib mana shu o'rgangan so'zlarni repeat qilib olishimiz kerak. Lekin yana bir rejim bo'lishi kerak. Misol har kuni ertalab men so'z o'rganaman, bir 40 minut, 45 minut sarflab o'sha bitta darsga polni. Lesson 1, misol lesson 2. Kechki payt 5 minut revise qilaman. Chunki revise qilishga juda kam vaqt ketadi. Bu revise qilganimizning foydasi juda ham foyda. Bir oydan keyin to'liq kitobni bitta o'tirganda 2 soat, 3 soat revise qilsak bo'ladi. U undan ham zo'r. 3 oydan keyin yana bir 3 oydan keyin qilib ko'rsak bo'ladi. Buni foydasi juda katta. Shunda you can understand how much words you have learned and how much you have forgotten, right? And it really helps. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad. It was Mr. Ahmad with you guys, and based on the vocabulary news book, you can join the IELTS Journey channel on Telegram for more lessons, or also general English with Mr. Ahmad on YouTube. Thank you.